Okay, last lesson for this week, we have lesson 3.4, and we are solving decimal equations with addition and subtraction. We've done this with whole numbers, right, with integers, okay? So it's the same steps. The goal of solving is to isolate your variable. We do that by using inverse operations. And remember that addition and subtraction are inverses. Okay? So, same steps. To solve, you need to identify the operation that is being performed on your variable. Okay, then you use the inverse on both sides. Okay, so if we had x plus 39 equals 72, and you were asked to solve, right? What you do is you say, okay, here's my variable. I'm adding 39. So I'm going to use the inverse of that, and I'm going to subtract 39. But I changed something on the left, so I have to change something on the right by subtracting 39 there as well. And I get x equals 33. Same steps when it's a decimal. Okay? Always use the inverse. And you use the inverse on both sides. So we have b minus 7.34. You want to solve for b, and it equals 9.5. That's important, okay? So solving for b, the operation you are given is b minus a number. So we're going to use the inverse. We're going to add that same number to both sides. You have to keep it in balance. Whatever I do to one, I have to do to the other. So b minus 7.34 plus 7.34, those cancel. That's how you get b. Okay, then here we're going to add. I'm going to put my placeholder here so everything's in line. So 9.5 plus 7.34. Okay, starting at the right, working left. 0 plus 4 is 4. 5 plus 3 is 8. There's my decimal. And 9 plus 7 is 16. So we get b equals 16.84. Okay? Use your inverse operations. We want to solve c plus, we're going to add in some parentheses, 3.7 minus 1.9 equals 15.6. Okay? On a problem like this, the first thing you want to do is simplify. Meaning, if I took away one side, is there something you could do? Right? And on this one, we can subtract 3.7 minus 1.9. So we get c plus, well, 3.7 minus 1.9. Okay? 7 minus 9, borrow, so that's 17. 17 minus 9, right, is 8. There's your decimal. 2 minus 1 is 1. So we get c plus 1.8 equals 15.6. You don't change that 15.6 because we're not doing the inverse of anything. You only do it to both sides if you're taking the inverse, okay? So then we have c plus 1.8. So the inverse of addition is subtraction. So I need to subtract 1 from 0.8 from both sides. Okay, C plus 1.8 minus 1.8, they cancel out, and that's how you get C. Then you have 15.6 minus 1.8, line up those decimals. Okay, 16 or 6 minus 8 you can't do, so you're gonna make that a 16 and borrow from the 5. 16 minus 8 is 8, bring down that decimal. 4 minus 1 is 3, and 1 minus 0 is 1. So we get 13.8 for C. Okay, so solving decimal equations, same exact steps, right? Use your inverse on both sides to isolate your variable. Okay, and that is 3.4.